Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Practical English 1. Today we're going to begin Unit 9, which is called Do You Ever Cut in Line? So in Unit 9, we're going to be talking about pet peeves, or things that annoy us or make us angry. So, do you have any pet peeves? Yeah, some of you do. Some of you have some pet peeves. Okay, so let's begin. Do you ever cut in line? To cut in line means to push someone out of the way and go to an earlier spot in line. I hate it when people cut in line and don't say excuse me. You shouldn't cut in line. You should always wait your turn. Okay, so in this unit, we're going to talk about giving advice. And when we want to give advice, we can use should and shouldn't. So, for example, you shouldn't use bad language. You should always be polite. And to be polite means to use good manners. After we use should or shouldn't, we're going to use the verb in the simple form. Use or be. So let's look at some examples with our vocabulary words. What should you do when people drink too much? Okay, well, you shouldn't drink too much. You should say, hey, sober up. Sober up means stop drinking and try to feel better again. What do you do when people smoke in public? I usually say, please put out your cigarette. To put out your cigarette means to take your cigarette and put it out. Does it bother you when people litter? Okay, it does, yeah. It really bothers me. I hate it when people litter. And to litter means to throw your trash on the ground. I always say to people, pick up your trash. You should put your trash in here, in a trash bin. Okay, does it bother you when people cheat on exams? Yes, that's my pet peeve. It really bothers me when people cheat on exams. I always say, do your own work. Okay, let's look at something that many of you might do. Should I be able to talk on my cell phone in public? What do you think? Yeah, okay. Some of you have some different opinions about that. Yeah, I think that you should be able to talk on your phone in public, but you shouldn't raise your voice. To raise your voice means to speak very loud. Okay, let's look at some other pet peeves. Spitting. I hate it when people spit on the ground. And texting in class. Oh, I don't like it when my students text in class. And hey, I see some of you texting right now. Stop texting in class. You shouldn't text in class. Okay, let's look at some other examples here. People who always ask to borrow money. And people who don't cover their mouth when they sneeze. They just say, achoo. Oh, that's my pet peeve. I say, you should use a tissue. Okay, some other examples. I don't like it when people wear their hat at the table. And I hate it when people chew with their mouth open. I say you should take off your hat and you shouldn't chew with your mouth open. I also hate it when someone eats off of my plate. You shouldn't eat off someone else's plate. And I hate it when people push me out of the way. That always happens to me on the subway, and I really don't like it. So, you shouldn't eat off someone else's plate. and you should order your own food. Okay, let's look at these last two. Telemarketers. I hate telemarketers. Telemarketers are people who call you to try to sell you something. And I hate it when people don't hold the door open. When you walk through the door, you should always hold the door open for the person behind you. I don't think this guy's going to hold the door open for the person behind him. Okay, you guys did a great job. You're now ready to take your vocabulary and your grammar quizzes. All right, I'll see you all in Unit 10. Bye.